Oh boy. The stream should have been in 1080p, but whatever. We'll live. Yeah, we'll live. So, see if I can figure out my first for loop here. What am I doing? I am writing to the screen status texture. Let's see. Hello, Martin. No Age of Empires. I don't know where you're getting that from. Why is this a 2D texture? Shouldn't this be a... No, we're just doing a 2D texture for now. We can change it to a 3D texture later if we want to, but... Not sure I want 3-dimensional. Probably overkill. Okay, so... Set pixel 32. And then you just insert that array. But I don't need to do this. Just need to do that. Buy it. I don't know. Do you need to do that? Is anything going to change if you do that? It would be fun, would it? Are you sure about that? I think you are wrong. Yeah, then you block him. And then you win. Easy. Okay, now what? Fuck! My brain! Okay, okay. We're creating an array here. That is the size of the map. And then we have a matrix that is also the size of the map that contain tiles. Yeah. That's the tile system. Then we set the filter modes and wrap modes on the texture correctly. Screen status texture equals screen size divided by tile size. This is not correct, but it'll work for now. Can't do this. Has to be bigger than the screen. You can't scroll unless it's bigger than the screen. It has to be at least one tile wider than what the screen is, otherwise you can't scroll in new tiles. You move the camera. Init map, what does that do? That sets all the tile matrix indices. And after that we do right screen status texture. So it should be called init. That's all we have. And then really we just need to send it to... Oh, we can do that in the update, right? Instead of there. That's what we need to do. Well, we can do it. We can do it once here. And for that, we're gonna need property block. Is it here? I mean, that is what I'm using. Just the wrong one. No. Very confused right now. That is how I'm doing it, right? It's not. Shit, what was I even looking for? I was sure I was using a property block, but maybe I'm only using a property block on the objects. Alright. Mm-hmm. What we need is a public renderer and rend equals sketch component. Right. Rend.shared materials. Shared materials set texture. That. Nura. Nope. Mm-hmm. This should just be vector 3. And last position. And that needs to be set here. And last position equals main cam dot transform dot position. Then down here you do if and last position is not equal main cam dot transform dot position. Police car siren or something. Then every time the camera moves, do that. Although that's not good either. It should be one every time it moves a pixel. Okay. Holy shit. So now we're sending the Pixeronis here. What happens if I play now? Is it rendering red? No, that's the wrong one. That. Camera there. Oh no, it doesn't have a renderer. I'm gonna steal my other renderer's script. Where is it? Just these. Very strange, I'll be right back. 1 sec. There, had to. Had to take some chicken stuff out of freezer. Hello, CC. How's it going? Look, you found a programming stream. Even though my brain's not working that well. What was the issue? Invalid texture format. Is the color array not 32 bits? It is almost 6 AM. I never slept. Alright. That's not good. How can it be the wrong texture format? It is RGBA 32. That's exactly the format it should be. Is it this? Yeah, this is probably it. I haven't set this screen size value. What is the screen size? .640, 360. Map size. What's the map size? 100. Called with invalid number of pixels in the array. 360 divided by 24 is 15. Oh, exfoliate. Ah, there it is. Has to be rounded up. Ink? Is that gonna work? Whatever, let's just try and play it, see what it complains about. Object reference not set to something something. Still needs to have the renderer. Right. But that should be this. No. Yes? No? Can find this custom rendering shader. Yes. Still showing blue. Oh, I put it on the wrong thing. There it is. It's the... Wait, There it sits. Right. Okay. So this quad needs to have my renderer on it. That should be the test material. Now the thing is that it doesn't have a mesh right now. Maybe it's enough if it's just set to quad. So that it renders now at least, but this is still not happy. That's because, let's see here, screen status texture. These have to be the same size. So when I'm creating this, when am I creating this? There. Tile matrix. No, this is incorrect. Let's simply create this after we've created the texture. That way, we can use screen status texture dot pixel size. Is that it? X times pixel size Y. No? How about now? Index was outside the bounds of the array. Fuck you. Yeah, we're using the wrong thing here. Oh shit. Here we're gonna start getting into some annoying code. But I think we can copy paste, but I'm trying to like we have a an array, right? A two-dimensional array that contains the tiles. And I'm trying to like take a cutout of that and then render that on the screen based on where the camera is, right? That's what I haven't put in now. So now we have to calculate which tile to like start at. I've done all of this before. But it's kind of hard to grab things from this project because it's massive. Like in here somewhere. Brain is dying. hello. What am I doing? I think I used to assume everything was programmed in binary code. That was probably a long, long time ago that anything was done like that. This is the most annoying part with programming. That's also why I haven't really gotten into this. Yeah, I'm not so sure NES games were programmed in binary. I actually don't know though. It's that kind of thing that I don't really care about. S has its own language, I imagine. Probably. Okay. This is not right. This should be temp length. Let's set that to screen status color. Screen status color. Yeah, I mean, that's what it needs to be. Screen status color array, screen status color array. I mean, yeah, Charles, but even without game engines, like you already have DirectX and other things, because that's like DirectX or Vulkan now. That's what lets you actually use the GPU at all. So even without Unity, you could just work with the DirectX, but yes, like compared to not having any of that, like writing ancient DOS games, probably quite a nightmare. I mean, yeah, that's the ultimate truth, right? Everything is hard, lacking the knowledge to do it. Charles knows all about the Japanese and the Korean. Okay. Here we're just initiating it. So it's fine if it's all just empty, as long as it gets set. What does it complain about now? Outside of the bounds. How the fuck can that be outside the bounds? Because this needs to be set to that. Is that really still happening? Index was outside the bounds of the array. What's the problem? This... No. That is correct. Apparently there is no array stored in the array at index 1. Am I doing this before I'm setting it? Oh. This is where it's being set. But maybe this is not what I think it is. What do we have here? Textile size. Width. Is that what I want to use? Alright, let's use width instead. Instead of textile size. Height. Nope, it's still mad. So what I'm doing is I am setting this texture here to be this size. Maybe it's not finalized. Do an apply there. No, it's outside the bounds. That's what's the problem. Which means that this screen status color array here, that's what I'm trying to set. So it's like within its own length there. Is why it's really strange. Because it shouldn't be able to be outside its own bounds. And do this. This is how you do it. I have no idea what hard code is. Wait. No, this is why. This is why. Okay, no, I know. I was using a two-dimensional thing here before, but now the color array is just a straight array. It's not two-dimensional. Right, so that's why this doesn't work. All we're doing here is initializing it. There, no complaints. There. But all it's doing is just setting the colors to 0. Kind of just initializing it, sending it to the renderer. That part seems to work now. What we can do is we can try doing something like this. Whoa, shit! Hello, subscribed? Do you have money for a Prime? Thanks, dude. Now we have to start bothering with the cameras. That's relative that's tech illiterate pays for my Prime so I can order the shit she needs. Okay. Well, let's go over here and see how we deal with the camera here, because I don't want to rewrite that. Ham. You have achieved a higher level. I'm so proud of you. It's lunch. It's noon, so it's not breakfast. You're just having a normal lunch, dude. Oh, you're happy about being American now? Who are you? What have you done with Martin? Okay, so here we need to do rend dot hello, Robert. Yeah, I'm seeing if I can drag myself back to this. I mean, I did reduce my medication, so maybe that makes my brain less dead. Rend dot shared material dot set. What is it that we set? Set vector. Camera position. Main cam dot transform dot position. Thank you, Robert. Here the here's somewhere. Camera position is not set here. Where do we set that? Camera tile offset. Here, camera position is finally set. Here I'm just normalizing all the values before I send it to the shader, because I have to do this there anyway, otherwise, I think. Switch that to camera, that should be fine. Reset. Type mismatch. No, it's not a type mismatch. There we go. No, that's because I'm doing things that are way more advanced than you need to. Also, looking at someone else's code is completely impossible. I'm using tiles, right? So I'm setting up a system to render lots of tiles fast, but like you were talking about making a card game, for example. Instead of writing all of this, you can literally just take like a picture, put it there, and then congratulations, you have your entire background. You didn't have to write a single line of code. Like, same for your cards, like there you just like drag them in. All you have to do is write a little bit of code for how to like place them on the screen, and like how do I like generate them? None of this whatsoever. Only because I took a class on Unity? Yeah. Yeah, who would make a shitty card game, dude? All of this is so I can potentially like have... I'm not sure how far I want to go in that direction, but I want to have the possibility of being able to place buildings like in the game. Stuff like that. Just placing or just creating like farm plots, for example, would be so much easier if you had this system instead of having to like create objects or something for each tile of the farm plot or some stupid shit like that. Can't think of a single thing I would make with it. Yeah, well, that's the problem, right? You have to have some vision and ambition of a game that you want to make. Or like you could literally just make an alarm clock or some bullshit. Make a good free calculator for the App Store that doesn't have a shitload of commercial on it or ads. Why? Well, for my benefit, purely, of course. Alright, so. No, I'm not going to make that bot. Just thinking here. I'm just considering where I'm doing this tile slicing. think maybe it's overkill to do that here on the CPU side. Because let's say we have tiles that are 24 wide, and we have, say, let's go really overkill. We've got 1,000 tiles, and for each tile, all I need is 1 pixel. So it's actually just 1,000. We only need 1 pixel to represent what the tile is. And then each pixel is... Man, I calculated this before, but I don't remember it anymore. But I think each pixel is basically 32 bits, right? So let's say this is 1,000 times 32 bits. Divided by 8. It's 400 bytes. It's 4 kilobytes. So let's say it's 32 times 32,000. That's where it starts happening. Now, divided by 8. Divided by 1,000. Another 1,000. So we're at 128 megabytes. Then. Right. And if that's the case, then we can hold 1,000 times 1,000 tiles in memory for the cost of 128 megabytes. And that's completely acceptable. Like, it could be up to 2 gigs. Or a gigabyte at least. Or at most, maybe. Without any issues whatsoever, I think. So I can just send the entire map to the GPU instead of writing out slices of it. And then we just check in the CPU what we're rendering, or in the GPU what we're rendering, right? It doesn't have to be more than that. Especially not if we're gonna use a static map. Like RimWorld, for example. Alright. Let's just go with that then. Kind of thing I would be making a class for, maybe, but let's not get into that because my brain is it's gonna die. Things can be refactored later. Which means we don't have to send this. All we need to do, playing Blitzball and fuming. Yeah, why are we playing Blitzball? Go and get the eject shot and then play Blitzball. You're not supposed to play Blitzball before you get the eject shot. So I think you're forced to play the Blitzball in the story right before. Maybe that's what you're doing. Okay, so this is what we need to set. We need to set camera position every single time that camera changes. Oh no, you missed Jack Shot? Okay, then why are you even bothering with Blitzball? It's like a completely lost thing now. Should have just loaded and done it again. Yeah, it does. I have never succeeded. It's so weird. But you gotta load and go back and get it. That's a missable, dude. You missed a missable. Does Charles do that? Does Gamer Charles from Twitter do that? Just miss a missable without reloading? I mean, I bet it's even an achievement. So, you know. Alright, okay, so... was thinking about streaming the game, but wanted to see what I was up against first. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. So we're setting the texture here, right? And then we set the texture in the renderer there. The only thing that I can see here that might be an issue is, like, if let's say I send the entire map, however big that ends up being, I don't know. But we send the entire map to the GPU, and then we try to... We just use that, and we read off that in the GPU to determine, based on the camera position, what's being rendered. But if we then want to alter the map, by planting things or building buildings or whatever, then every single time that we dig or we use like a hoe or something, I have to re-upload 120 megabytes to the GPU for every time. There is an alternative, maybe, where I could just send an instruction to the GPU to edit the texture on that end instead. That is, I think that is entirely possible. Maybe it's fine. Could you slap a single tile of dug dirt graphics on top of the position of the digging? But then I have to... Then we have to get into having layers. Which is probably not a bad idea. In fact, it's probably necessary if I'm gonna be able to have like a roof layer that I can remove. Same with like a wall layer. Yeah. No. I mean the player... No, the player is not a layer. I mean, in a sense, I guess, but the player is just an object. But no, because the player is an object, and that would mean that I would have to make dug dirt for like an object for every single time you use the hoe, and that's just terrible. Yeah, but like I said, you can edit textures on the GPU side, so I could still do what you said and have more layers. And I could just send, like, place a pixel here on, like, this layer to the GPU. That way, I don't think it'll get, like, you won't re-upload it or anything, it'll just kind of fix it on that end. I imagine. But let's get it doing very, very basic things first of all. So what are we doing? What am I doing? We've sent that, and then here we're sending the camera. But we also need camera offset. Think. Yeah, this is the worst part. After this, you can start making like whatever you want. This and making UI takes the longest. Making windows that you can click and shit, just so that you can like open an inventory screen. It's terrible. Coding the UI or developing an actually usable one that isn't dog shit like modern games? I don't know. I don't think modern games really have that bad of a UI. I think that's mostly a meme, to be honest. So what am I doing here? I'm rounding the camera position to the nearest pixel. And then we take the rounded position and divide it by tile size. And then we return the rounded position versus minus all right. I round the camera position, and then I take that value and I divide it by the tile size. That way you get like here, let's say this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. And then I'm trying to write a pixel that is there, like right there on that tile. So this is actually in 1, but it's actually 1 point, let's say, 8. That way, I get the value 1, and then I take 1.8 and I subtract 1 from it. Then we end up with like the local position inside the tile, so now we only have 0.8. So regardless of where it is, it's here or it's on 3 or 4 or 6, it always just gets a 0 point something value internally there. And that's the offset for where we are. Because when I move the camera, we're not moving the camera like one tile each time. So I have to have that offset value to kind of push around the tiles a little bit in the renderer to make it look like it's moving around a little bit. Because otherwise, I'm kind of just loading in the whole tiles the entire time. Alright, let's steal this. That was good code. Where were we before that? Are you a programmer in real life? No, we're just playing a programmer online. I mean, yeah. So we do this. Let's just change this to cam. So now we have the offset. Assuming this works. Yeah. When Martin says Skyrim's UI design, he literally only means what you see when you're walking around in the world, which I think is nothing because it's hidden all the time. I mean, I would say the heads-up display is part of the UI. Or does UI have to be an interactable? Do you have to be able to click it? Is that what we're saying here? Martin's chat is the Giga... Martin's dad is the Giga chat. No, interfacing means fabric sewn or fused especially between the facing and the outside of a garment. Oh my god. Oh, my brain. Oh. Whew. Okay, we're setting camera tile offset here now, and we're setting the camera position. We go to the shader, and we have offset there, position there. That's so true. So true, Charles. Yeah, he's been there for like weeks. Why is this so backwards? Screen pos I dot screen pos. Okay, so we're getting that here. Am I getting that here too? We're getting screen pos there. That's why we can do that. And then we need this. That also means we need to set that here, right? Yeah. Holy shit. Then we get this. Raw index equals screen position plus camera tile offset divided by float 2418. This is the tile size, right? So what we're getting here is the tile index for the the tile index of whatever pixel we're checking. So if we're checking like the pixel over here, we'll get six and like 8 or something or whatever. The offset value each of your tiles is actually just a pixel. Yes. Yes. However, it's not quite that simple. It's rather... it's one tile that contains tile information. So that's what I'm sending here. Like, let me see how I think. My brain is just like... But it's like... I have a tile sheet, right? We can even have multiple tile sheets. And then I have... what we do is, when we set these tiles originally, it's just an array of tiles, right? And that array contains an X and a Y value, and it contains a Z value. And the X and Y values are actually pointers to a position on a tile map. And the Z indicates which tile map we're talking about. So that's the information that I send to the GPU. And then inside the GPU, it just checks those XY values, checks the Z value, and then it just draws that tile. That way you get an entire tile, but all we're doing is sending... well, they're just vectors that I'm sending as numbers. Doesn't matter. See. I don't have tiles open there, and I closed the other project. Here, we got tile matrix. And this is what the tile contains. It has public vector 4 tile index. And then it has some byte stuff, like sheet index, bool for visibility, byte for room number, etc, 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 room ID, building number. I mean, this is that project. Let me open it. It almost works. There's like one minor bug left. Is that like the C# equivalent of an enum? No, it's a byte. Right, so here we got some buildings that you can walk into and walk up into different rooms. This is the main project, right? Got a door there you can walk through. This is what I've been working on here. It's a rendering system where you can walk inside buildings. Like here, we don't have a 2-dimensional tile map. Here we have a 3-dimensional tile map, so I'm sending... That's also why I was doing the whole slicing thing, because a 3-dimensional texture is a lot bigger than a 2-dimensional texture, so I don't want to... Though it might still be a better idea to send like an entire texture, but... No, I don't think I can, because here it matters a lot what we send, because all of these tiles have like separate programming so that everything works right. Well, I felt like I was making a point, but I don't remember what that was. What's the goal right now? Right now, the goal is to just try to do something. And in this stream, what I'm doing is I'm just trying... Like, that is our main project, that is Legends of Terrestria. This is my side project that's just, like, for fun. And I just wanted to try to get through the basics of that a little bit, see if I can work myself back to working on the big stuff. And what we're doing here is literally just making rendering, and I'm trying to, because right now this is all we're getting, right? We're getting red pixels, and that's because here in the shader I've just set it to return red pixels. No matter what happens, that's all it returns, right? So what I want to be able to do is set this to actually return the real pixels that we're getting here, and then we can set this to be like it sends brown, and maybe we can make like a little bit of a green patch somewhere to represent grass. And that's basically the win state. And then preferably being able to move the camera as well, and it moves around the way it should. But I don't think we're gonna get that far, because I'm already losing focus. So, okay. We are... When focus is lost? I'm not sure. Probably take a break make some food, and then come back and play some Witcher or something. I've never played that game. Maybe it's super cool. I don't know. But all we really need, like if we send here the entire texture instantly, then we don't need to do that here, which means that sending the camera position here is enough. And then here we are setting screen position, is the raw index, based on the camera tile offset. We are not setting that's this. This also needs to be set every update that we move the camera. And then here it's sampling the screen status texture using point tile position. Which comes from here somewhere. Point tile position equals world position times 100 divided by tile size. Apparently. So I'm not using this at all. At least not here. Over here. Okay, so first, it back. We need this. So the first thing we do is we sample the screen status texture, and that will tell us where to check here. And then we have a render state, but that's not what we want here. This is a very good variable name, test color position. It's not at all what it's supposed to be. But what is that supposed to be? Fixed 4. Need that too. I think those. Except this is for checking a slice based on the camera position, and instead here we are checking just checking the entire thing based on camera position, which means that instead of screen position X, this should be camera position, right? Or rather, it should be camera position Do I need this step? Fuck. The music is too much. Okay. Okay, so we create the texture, the tile texture for the entire map, and then we send it to the shader. And the shader, in this case, it needs to sample the pixel. But it should not be based on screen parameters. It should be... Should it? Oh. But we do need this step. So it needs to be camera position. I don't think I really need the camera tile offset here. But if we can do screen status texture underscore pixel size dot z, that way we get the size of the texture in whole values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if we then take the camera position and we divide that by that, then we get a value between 0 to 1. And that's how this works. It needs to grab a texture position from 0 to 1. So 1 is the very right end of the texture and 0 is the very left end. It's called normalization. And everything in between is just 0 point something something something. So I think that should be correct, but this has a tendency of never ever being correct. Ever. So here it should be nothing. It's only two. This should be float 2. 2. Well, this should be float 2. This should be float 3 because the Z value here indicates which tile sheet we're talking about. Okay. And then here, this should be return C. Because here is where we grab a pixel from the tile sheet. So that's what needs to be returned. Not this. I'll state something completely different. But then we also need to have a tile sheet at all. Can't bother you if I'm sleeping? Well, stop being a stupid American then. Now the question is, '24, 18. Which side? Let's make a yellow and a green. Oops, that's not the right size. B. And that big. I'm trying to not be a sick snowman. Might celebrate 4th of July by getting shit-faced and sleeping. It's good. I don't know how big the tile sheets can be. Let's explore that. Test tile sheet, 2040 times 2034. 2040 times 2034. Was that what I said? '2040, 2034. Yeah. Green. Yellow. Did that yesterday, but I forgot the sleeping part. Yeah. Alright. Where the hell is this project? There. Rights. Call this tile sheet test. PNG export. Oh yeah, we did make some things here before. Let's see. Let's see if we can load that. It's another scene. World gen test. Yep. Okay, we've generated a world. These are tectonic plates. They're not beautiful, but they work. Here I haven't moved beyond that yet, though. This was just simply done with Perlin noise. And is it here? No, here. No. Here? Yeah, here we were actually making a game here. See, we've got a bunch of tiles here that you can actually kind of click. Select. Doesn't really do much, but you can. We have resources here. You drag this around, it's pretty cool. We have 0 woodcutters, 0 wood, 0 stone, 0 coal, 0 food, 0 gold. We have 0 gold miners. Here we have characters. This is our friend Tig test texts, whatever. Here we have Banked. Banked is he doesn't have a job, I think. He's age 89, he's male, he has 0 wealth. Does time keep resetting? No, it goes over. Do you know how 24-hour clock works? The date keeps going up. And we have Agnes. He is a king. Agnes is a king. Jort. There are multiple Jorts here. These buttons don't work. Locations. This doesn't work. Location details, though, we have that. This place has sand density 87, rock density 20, water saturation 34, growth zone 0, soil quality 38. This soil growth zone 7. You see, the colors are based on the growth zone, I think. That's 0, 2, 1, 4. The redder it is, the higher the growth zone. This is a heat map right now. And in there you can also see what kind of stones get spawned. We've got granite, we've got globular rock, we've got Spritern Gork, and we've got plants, we've got Brotarg, 4,000 Brotargs. It has a rarity, it has rock preference, sand preference, saturation preference, etc, etc. We have Snorp. Creatures, we've got Keebs. Keebs has 89 reproduction. He has 91 sentience. Lifespan 38. He doesn't have much longer to live. But there are 21,000 Keebs. We also have some Zorks. There are 30,000 Zorks. Keebs has 92 aggression. Over here, there are more Keebs. Oh, here we have Martin. Martin lives here. Martin has 0 aggression. No, it's Martins. There are Martins. But these are the things that can spawn. Here we have 2 different variants of oak. I think that's a bug. Sprach. But if we restart it, now we have rats and humans instead. Marble. Bubbler. But yeah, we did a lot of work here. This was for, it was to make like a map game, in a sense. But that's on the... We moved away from that for now. Might also be incorporated. But we'll see. One thing at a time. Holy shit, I forgot where we were. Right. I imported this. Tile sheet tests. And this seems correct. But this is the wrong scene now. Here, tile sheet. Pick up. How did we handle that here? Here, texture 2D tile text array. Let's do it the same way. Wait, isn't it this that I'm using? Tile text collection? No, let's see here. So there is a class called texture 2D, and there is another called texture 2D array. And the texture 2D array is specifically so you can send an array to the GPU, because normally sending an array to the GPU sucks ass. We want that too. Transferring all the colors from the array of tile textures to the texture 2D array. Necessary to send the textures to the GPU. And then just do that. Let's try playing it, see what happens. Variable cam has not been assigned. Oh, now. Texture 2D has out of range depth. Got 0, max supported 2048. That's because we haven't set up this array here. It has one texture in it. That. Texture tile sheet test is not readable. The texture memory cannot be accessed from scripts. You can make the texture readable in texture import settings. Okay. Here. Read, write, enable there. No errors. However, it's still drawing pink, which means it's not getting anything new. It's still just remembering the last thing. Is the camera position. Oh. Hmm. If we do this, we're gonna get red, right? No. Oh? Why is it still pink? Oh, wait. I see. That. Like here. It's still pink. There's something wrong with the shader. See. Nobody cares about that. Undeclared identifier, camera tile offset. Is that even used? Yes. Not set any of these. It's supposed to be like a flow 3 camera pulse. Where is that even used? Tile text pixel size. That's not what we're checking against. Be like that. Now it's red. It's good. That means we have no errors in the shader code. Type that. What happens then? Get green. Green is the bottom left. So then what if we here and then see init screen status texture, right? That's where this happens. That's where we're setting all of that shit. And they're all set to 0. So what number is this? 0. This is 112. So what if we do well, that work? See what that does. Nothing. I mean, it might work. It might be working. The I think it's working. $26 times 20. It's probably broken here. Because I think it's we can test it. Here, if we do this, we change these two around. Happens that. Yeah, now it's yellow. But it's supposed to be alternating between yellow and green. Which means that like this is working. This is so simple unless I'm a retard. It means that it is here that the issue is. So it's because of this. I'm only grabbing the color based on camera position. So it has to be camera position plus screen position. Well, something is happening, but I don't know if it's correct. Got two colors. What happens if I move the camera now? Alright. I can move the camera. Up and down doesn't really matter. Actually, what's happening here right now, I think, is that this is the entire map. Perhaps. Because here I've set the map size to be 100 times 100. And the tile size is 24. No, the math doesn't add up. But what if we do change this to 1000? Then nothing changes. No, it's out of bounds somehow. That's what's happening. Like, it's only drawing yellow on this side and it's only drawing green on that side. Because I think it's basically out of bounds on this side and out of bounds on that side. It's just repeating the last color. This is based on screen size. This should be map size dot x times tile size. My opinion. And then we don't need these seals. Now it's writing nothing instead. Did I change something here? No. That's kind of strange, isn't it? Okay, we got something new here. All right, so it does work. It's just that it's drawing one pixel only instead of a whole tile. This work? There. Now we're drawing the tiles. Relatively correctly, though, as well, I think. I think that will have to be the victory for today. It's not very glamorous, but we're drawing tiles. Two different tiles alternating. And they are the correct size, I would say. And my brain just about made it the entire way. So, man, a little bit early to stop now, though. But I could restart. We stream The Witcher for like 4 hours, and then I stop again, make some food, and then we see. I don't wanna. I don't wanna eat yet. I think that's the only thing we can do. So I'll be right back, I guess, and we'll play some Witcher. See you soon. Bye bye.